students, so I am back with a new video, and today topic of discussion is cancer of pancreas or carcinoma of pancreas. Carcinoma of pancreas. So carcinoma of pancreas. As we all know, pancreas is a digestive organ in our body that helps in metabolism and also helps in digestion. So it is a digestive organ. Now this is like in this shape. This is the head. This is body. And this portion is tail. So pancreas majorly has three parts: head, body and tail. Now pancreas is composed of two types of cells: endocrine cells and exocrine cells. Endocrine cells and exocrine cells. This endocrine cells secretes hormones like this endocrine cells are glucagon. Endocrine cells secrete these hormones: glucagon, insulin, somatostatin, and pancreatic polypeptide. Pancreatic polypeptide. So the endocrine cells in the pancreas helps in metabolism. Metabolism is what maintaining the normal sugar level of our body or the blood sugar levels in the blood. So this endocrine cells helps in maintaining the normal or the proper metabolism. So the glucagon cells secrete sugar and insulin controls the sugar level, then somatostatin and pancreatic polypeptides. So these hormones are being secreted by endocrine cells. This exocrine cells helps in digestion. These exocrine cells secrete digestive enzymes. These digestive enzymes are then secreted into the intestines, small intestine. So these exocrine cells are situated in pancreas and they secrete this digestive or pancreatic enzymes into the ducts. So there are many ducts in the pancreas. So this exocrine cells secretes or produce digestive or pancreatic enzymes that helps in digestion. They get secreted into the ducts, and from ducts they get travel into the intestine. Here is intestine. So in small intestine they will travel and then they will help in digestion or will break down the foods. So these exocrine cells secrete enzymes like lipase that helps in breakdown of fatty acids, lipase, amylase, then protease. So these are the enzymes, digestive enzymes secreted from exocrine cells and hormones secreted from endocrine cells. So that's how these cells helps in digestion and helps in maintenance of proper or balanced metabolism. So this is the normal physiology. But what happens in case of cancer of the pancreas? There will be more production of the cells. There will be mutation in the oncogenes and tumor suppressor genes. So there are mutations in the oncogenes and tumor suppressor genes. As we all know, oncogenes stimulates the production and multiplication of cells, and tumor suppressor gene suppresses the multiplication or dividation of the cells. So there is mutations. So there will be altered functions because of these mutations, and the cell division will go on. So there will be more and more multiplication and production of more cells, and that cells will collide or will adhend together. So the cells will go on replicating and dividing and multiplicating, and there will be a tumor formed. Tumor is formed because of the alteration or the defects or because of the mutations in this oncogenes and tumor suppressor genes. So there will be formation of tumor in the pancreas. So there will be formation of the mass, the tumor. Now in pancreas, this production of the tumor or the mass can be anywhere. So this is the pancreas. So the tumor can be formed in the head area or in the body or in the tail. So the symptoms and the treatment depend on the location or the site where the tumor has formed, where the cancer is actually located. So if the tumor is located in the head, so the treatment and symptoms are different. If the tumor is located here in the body or in the tail, so the symptoms will be different. But basically, few symptoms are similar in every case. The symptoms of improper digestion, because there will be defective digestion. Now, the most common variety of the cancer of the pancreas is adenocarcinomas. This is the 70%, and the rest are 30%. So what are adenocarcinomas? The carcinomas which are originating or which are occurring in this area, in the head region. These are the adenocarcinomas. So they are of duct origin, and they are arising from the exocrine cells. Exocrine cells. So what exocrine cells do? Exocrine cells of the pancreas helps in digestion. They secrete what? They secrete digestive enzymes, pancreatic enzymes, amylase, lipase and protease. So the defect occurs in these cells. There will be more production and more application of these cells, and the tumor will form. So these exocrine cells are basically the epithelial cells lining the ducts, ducts in the pancreas. So there are various ducts. So there will be epithelial cells lining the ducts are involved. Epithelial cells lining the ducts. So duct origin, this exocrine cells, this adenocarcinomas are of duct origin, and this is the most common variety. 70% are the adenocarcinomas which are originating from the exocrine cells. Now just understand the symptoms, because there will be defective digestion, improper digestion. So the symptoms are the very important symptom is pain. A typical character of the pain as present in case of pancreatitis. We have done with the topic pancreatitis, inflammation in the pancreas. So the pain is in mid-epigastric region, and that pain will radiate
the mid or lower back pain. So the mid epigastric pain will radiate into the lower or mid back. So why there is back pain? Because of the L1 and L2 involvement, because of the retroperitoneal nerves infiltration. There will be infiltration of the retroperitoneal nerves, and there will be obstruction of the pancreatic ducts. As we have seen, there is pancreas and there are some ducts. So there is obstruction of the pancreatic ducts and infiltration of the retroperitoneal nerves. So that will lead to the mid epigastric pain that will radiate to the back. Now beside this, there will be nausea, vomiting, discomfort, nausea, vomiting, discomfort, fullness of the stomach after eating a little food, anorexia, malaise. So general features: anorexia, malaise, fatigue. Weight loss is very important feature, weight loss. So there will be anemia, jaundice. Now if the tumor is situated in the head of the pancreas, so that will cause obstruction to the bile, and then bile would not be able to travel from liver into the intestine. So there will be poor digestion and improper digestion, because bile is not able to reach from liver, and bile is not able to reach into the intestine from the liver due to the obstruction of the tumor. Tumor will press on it, and that tumor will cause obstruction, and because of that obstruction the bile will not be able to reach into the intestine from the liver. So that will cause improper digestion. So that will cause further, because that obstruction by the tumor present in the pancreas, that is in the head of the pancreas. So if the tumor is present in the head of the pancreas, this is the head of the pancreas. If there is tumor present, that will obstruct the bile, and bile will not be able to reach into the intestine, and that will lead to the poor digestion. That is the obstructive jaundice. So there will be features of obstructive jaundice. So what are the features of obstructive jaundice? There is yellowness of the skin, then there is pruritus, that is itching in the skin. There will be itching, lot of itching. Then there will be light stool, very light colored stool or clay colored stool. Then dark urine. So these are the features of obstructive jaundice. So if a small question arises in your exam, if the small question comes, 5 marks question comes in your exam on obstructive jaundice, then just explain that because of the tumor present in the head of the pancreas, the carcinoma of the pancreas, that is the adenocarcinoma, that is of exocrine cells, that is of duct origin, that will obstruct the bile. There is obstruction of the bile. So bile will not reach the intestine, and there will be defective digestion. So the features, the symptoms are, you just add the other symptoms: pain and nausea, vomiting, anorexia, then discomfort, malaise, body ache, then general features of indigestion, pain, weight loss, and the features of obstructive jaundice, that is yellowness of the skin, pruritus, that is itching in the skin, dark colored urine, and light colored stool. Also there will be features like steatorrhea. What is steatorrhea? When there is loose motions, frequent loose motions that are greasy and watery because of the malabsorption, defective digestion. So there will be steatorrhea. Then the other signs will be present. Signs present. Anemia. You will notice in patient anemia. There will be anemia. Then there will be jaundice. So jaundice के features क्या हैं? Yellowness of the skin, then a dark colored urine and light colored stool, steatorrhea, that is pruritus in the skin. Then beside this, you will find a mass present when you will examine the patient. When you will examine and touch the abdomen, then you will find the mass in the abdomen. That mass is hard, generally irregular and hard, and that will not, mass will be present that is usually hard and irregular, and it will not move with the respiration because it is fixed to the pancreas. That is, it is retroperitoneal in origin. Retroperitoneal in origin. So it will not move. It will not move with respiration. Another test to confirm the carcinoma of pancreas is knee-elbow test. So this mass will not move forward in case of knee-elbow position. This is the another test to check this mass. This is knee-elbow test. So in knee-elbow position, the mass will not move or come forward, and the mass will not move with the respiration. So there will be features of jaundice, anemia, and you will notice the mass during the examination. Then there are two signs. First is Trousseau sign. Trousseau sign. What is Trousseau sign? There is presence of thrombus. There is thrombophlebitis. Because of the sluggish blood flow, there will be formation of thrombus in the superior veins, like saphenous vein of the legs. So there will be thrombus formation in the saphenous vein, and this thrombus is migrating. So migrating thrombophlebitis is a marked feature in case of carcinoma of the pancreas. Not always present, but just ask this also from the patient, because if the this migrating thrombophlebitis, this migrating thrombus will reach into other viscera and will produce secondaries in the liver and other lymph nodes involvement. So this is the Trousseau sign. Beside this, there is another sign, Courvoisier sign. Courvoisier sign. So in this sign, you will examine, when you will examine the patient, the gallbladder is palpable, but surprisingly there will be no tenderness. When you will touch the patient, when you will examine the patient, there will be no tenderness. Tenderness is what? Pain on touch or pressing. So on pressing, patient will not have any pain, but gallbladder is palpable. This is Courvoisier sign. So these are the signs present. Now in differential diagnosis, the symptoms look like the diseases like carcinoma, transverse colon, and the carcinoma of stomach. So in differential diagnosis, you have to differentiate with the diseases carcinoma, transverse colon, and stomach. Sorry, I forget to mention the etiology, that is very important. What is the etiology or the causes? So causes are when the patient has a history of pancreatitis. Pancreatitis is what? Inflammation of the pancreas. So when there is pancreatitis, present. So that can lead to the further carcinoma of the pancreas. Then hematochromatoses. Hematochromatoses. This is what calcification of the pancreas. So that can also lead to the carcinoma of pancreas. Then alcohol, smoking, then lifestyle. So Western lifestyle, bad habits, smoking, alcohol, then calcification of the pancreas. Then there will be a history of the cancer or other cancer is also related. Like if patient is having a cancer of other viscera, then he or she is predisposed to have a carcinoma of pancreas also. So other cancers if present. Then if patient consumes more red meat, then Afro-American जो लोग हैं उनको भी होता है. Then old age people 65 के above वो भी बहुत high risk पे है. Then if patient is working in industries जहाँ पे बहुत ज़्यादा ऐसे केमिकल्स हैं या टॉक्सिक मेटल्स हैं जिनके पेशेंट बार बार आमना सामना हो रहा है, तो उन लोगों को भी कार्सिनोमा ऑफ पैंक्रियास हो सकता है. सो इंडस्ट्रियल मेटल्स, टॉक्सिक मेटल्स, गैसोलीन जैसे हो गया, फॉर एग्जांपल गैसोलीन, लाइक केमिकल्स. So if patient is coming in contact again and again with these things, if patient is working in such area, then he or she is supposed to get carcinoma of pancreas. Then there is involvement of genetic mutations also. BRCA2 genes का भी mutation होता है, then history भी है. So this is the causes of carcinoma of pancreas. Now the investigations. In investigations, serum lipase will be elevated. Then serum amylase will be elevated. Then always recommend patient for ultrasound, abdominal ultrasound and CT scan. So in this test or this investigations, if the ascites is present, ascites, or if there is filtration of portal vein, or if there is involvement of lymph nodes, or if there are secondaries in liver, so this all will get detected into the CT scan. Also the extent and size of the tumor will get detected in CT scan and ultrasound. Then the very important investigation is cancer antigen CA19-9. So what happens, there are some glycoproteins. These glycoproteins are involved in the adhesions of the cells. These are the tumor markers of the pancreas. So these are elevated in cases of cancers of colon, pancreas, liver, also in case of pancreatitis, that is inflammation of pancreas. So these tumor markers are also elevated. So these are the investigations. Now in treatment, if the tumor is present in the pancreas, in the head of the pancreas, okay, this is the head of the pancreas. So if the tumor is here in the head of the pancreas, so we will do what? We will remove the head of the pancreas along with the gallbladder, some part of the distal bile duct. So the gallbladder with distal bile duct and head of the pancreas is removed. This is the Whipple procedure. Whipple procedure, where the head of the Whipple procedure, where the head of the pancreas is removed along with the gallbladder and distal bile duct. And if the tumor is present, in the body or in the tail, then this portion is removed. This is the Whipple procedure, and if this body or the tail portion is removed, this is the distal pancreatectomy. Distal pancreatectomy, where the body and the tail of the pancreas is removed, along with the spleen and some part of the stomach. And if the tumor are present in multiple locations, there are multiple tumors, large and lot of tumors present in the pancreas, so we'll remove the whole pancreas. So in Whipple procedure, we will remove the head of the pancreas along with the gallbladder and distal bile duct. In distal pancreatectomy, we will remove the body and tail of the pancreas with the spleen and some part of the stomach. In total pancreatectomy, we will remove the whole pancreas. So there are three surgical procedures: Whipple procedure, distal pancreatectomy and total pancreatectomy. In total pancreatectomy is done when there are multiple tumors present in pancreas. So we will remove the whole pancreas along with the duodenum, spleen, gallbladder, some part of stomach and common bile duct or the distal bile duct. So we will remove the bile duct also with the spleen, gallbladder, some part of stomach, duodenum, and the whole pancreas is removed in case of total pancreatectomy. Patient is convinced to maintain the healthy lifestyle, to avoid smoking and alcohol consumption. So patient को समझाना है. Beside the surgical procedures, chemotherapy is done, where the drugs are given to kill the cancer cells. Chemotherapy is done. Chemotherapy is also done after the surgical procedures. After the surgical procedures, patient generally complains of indigestion, vomiting and discomforts, and there could be infections and delayed digestion or poor digestion because of the delayed release of the pancreatic enzymes into the intestine. After the surgery, after the total pancreatectomy or the distal pancreatectomy or Whipple procedure, reconstruction surgery is also done, where the parts are reconstructed to promote or for the normal digestion procedure of the patient. Radiation therapy is also done, or the radiotherapy, where the radioactive high radiation waves are given, high energy waves are given. So this radiotherapy can be given externally and internally. Externally is called external beam radiation therapy, which is given by a machine placed outside of the patient. So a machine is placed outside the patient and the high energy waves are given through that machine to kill the cancer cells. Internally, this therapy is given by a radioactive pellets in form of tablets. So radioactive pellets are given in form of tablets to the patient, and this is the internal radiotherapy that will kill the cancer cells. So radiotherapy is given, chemotherapy is done after the surgical procedures, And the surgery involved the three types of procedures. Whipple's procedure, when the head of the pancreas is removed, when the tumor is present in head of the pancreas. Distal pancreatectomy is done when the tumor is present in body or tail of the pancreas. So that portion of the pancreas along with spleen and some part of stomach is removed. In total pancreatectomy, when there is multiple tumors present in pancreas, so the whole pancreas is removed.